Welcome to the Chillicothe Cavaliers Coaches Corner. I'm Simone Fariba.
And I'm Emmy Vitatoe. Joining us this week is CHS head volleyball coach Andrew Vitatoe.
Thanks for having me on the show, guys.
How is your varsity program doing so far? Where are you guys currently standing in the FAC?
Well, in the FAC, we just played Miami Trace, which us and Miami Trace are the top of the league this year. And we had a tough match with them. We went 4 sets, but they did get that match. So now for us to get the league, we've got to go to their place and win. But looking back at the film, we have a lot of schemes that we think will run well against them. We just had a couple little moments. Our serving our percentage was a little lower than we normally like to have it, but our passing improved. Our kill efficiency was pretty good, and so we feel pretty good about starting the repeat in the schedule, which starts on Thursday, and then going back to their place at the end of the season to get a share of the title. So if we get a little help from another team playing them along the way, we could get it outright. But we feel pretty good about another league title if we can take care of business when we go to Miami Trace.
Who are your seniors and captains?
Oh my goodness. Okay. We have 8 seniors this year, which if I have to start naming them all out, I will, but sometimes it gets a little tough there. We've never had 8 seniors. This is the biggest senior class we've had in probably 10 years. So I'll start with our captains, Olivia Beatty and Elizabeth Henson. They're our middle hitters. I'll go by grouping. So those are our middle hitters. We have opposites, Anna Crawford and Sydney McGlone. They play on the right side. Then we have our DSs. We've got Serenity Kennedy, Bella Woods, and then we've got, who am I missing? We've got, there's so many of them. Our outsides are juniors. Hold on. I'm going to cheat because I know I just missed a position group, and I'm going to look. But we have 8 seniors. We do not have a lot of returning varsity players, but we have 8 seniors, which is incredible. Honestly, we couldn't keep this many seniors. So did I mention setters Maddie Harrod and Avery Brown? Okay, that's the position group I forgot. If it weren't for the fact that these seniors had such a great attitude and want to contribute so much to the program, we couldn't support this many seniors. We have 12 on varsity, which is a lot for a volleyball team, and we actually sub a lot because all 12 members on varsity have something to contribute to the team. And so normally you'll see a team will run 8 players through a set. We're running 12 or 13 because we have that many that have something that can contribute.
Tonight you host Jackson. What will the Lady Cavs have to do to take the win?
Really, against Jackson, against a lot of our opponents, it's about being consistent. We want to be consistent with our execution. Where we get in trouble is when we'll give little runs of 4 or 5 points. If we can stop them when they're making their runs at 1 or 2 points, and then we get the ball back, we're in pretty good shape. Our passing has gotten noticeably better the past few games, and so when you're passing well, that allows your setters to actually run the offense. One of the nice things with all these upperclassmen, and we've got some juniors in there and sophomore in there that are contributing really well too. Our attack is spread out across the whole front row. So our opponent doesn't necessarily know where the ball is coming from. If you have a team where you kind of rely on one superstar, it's a lot easier to plan for that team because you know where the ball is coming from. You know who's going to hit that ball. When people play us, they don't know where the ball is coming from. We're definitely, with our 2 senior captains in the middle, a lot of things run through the middle. But we can attack you from anywhere, and that's a real advantage for our team. That's why we've, on some of our tougher opponents, we've given them a lot of trouble, and even come out on the win side in some ways. I think we might be the only loss Trimble has this year because they just never knew where we were coming from. So there's a lot of good things with that we can do.
You have a few upcoming events. Can you tell us
we have a
about
lot. Middle school night is on Wednesday night. And we honor the middle school students from CMS from 7th and 8th grade. We also honor the Bishop Fleget students because we have a lot of Bishop Fleget students that come here. And so we honor those middle school students because they wind up in our program. And I believe 3 of our seniors, Avery Brown, Elizabeth Henson, and Olivia Beatty, came from Bishop Fleget. So that's middle school night. And they get to come and see what volleyball looks like on a little higher level, hopefully something that they want to do someday. So. And then, senior night. We have senior night on Thursday. Like I said, we have a lot of seniors. We're playing Washington Courthouse. That was a good match for us the first time around. We played very well against them. They're having a little bit of a down year, but it's when you're looking at the top of the league, it's usually Miami Trace, us, and Washington Courthouse. So you always have to be ready for them. But our senior night is going to be a little longer this year because we have 8 instead of last year we had 3. Year before we had 4. Now we have 8. So we're going to have to buy more cake. So we're ready for that one.
It's time for the rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Sunrise or sunset?
Have to be sunset. I'm a night person. I'm not a morning person, so it'd be sunset.
favorite breakfast?
Probably a McDonald's Egg McMuffin.
Favorite movie?
Oh gosh, I love so many movies. I like a lot of movies. I like a lot of music. Last night I couldn't go to bed because Shawshank Redemption was on. So since I saw it last night, I'll say Shawshank.
Favorite dessert?
Apple pie.
Morning or night?
Night.
And then favorite song and singing?
I like a lot of music. I have so many favorites. My taste is pretty eclectic. Sometimes when we're on shuffle on my phone, the team will say like, "Coach, what is that song?" And I was like, it's one that came up. I used to be able to sing. I can't anymore after coaching because all the yelling in the gym, it's like it totally shoots your throat. So,
favorite child?
I love all my children equally. Sorry.
Coach, thank you for joining us today, and good luck.
Thank you so much.
For Coach's Corner, I'm Simone Farima.
And I'm Evie Vitatoe. Go Cavs.